On Primetime Asia tonight, a new government, a new inquiry. Thailand's Deputy Prime Minister promising some earth-shattering findings from last year's political unrest. A strong warning from China after US lawmakers voted to open a debate on a currency bill aimed at forcing Beijing to let the yuan rise. Philippine Airlines defending its outsourcing plans that sparked mass strikes last week. Our correspondent has an exclusive interview with the CEO of the Philippine flag carrier. Apple is expected to announce a new iPhone in a few hours' time in California.
I'm Milton Sao, and I'll be bringing you the latest updates and what we know so far about the eagerly anticipated smartphone later on.
Hello, I'm Glenda Chong, and we begin tonight with the Thai government who has promised what it calls earth-shattering results from a fresh police investigation into the deaths of 13 people killed during last year's violent political protests. Deputy Prime Minister Chalerm Yubangrong says he is confident the inquiry will bring the perpetrators to justice. 92 people were killed during the riots in April and May in Bangkok last year, which saw the red shirt protesters clashing with security forces. Initial findings from the Department of Special Investigations suggested that security forces were involved or were suspected to be involved in 13 of the deaths, and that will be the focus of the fresh investigation. Those 13 deaths include Reuters cameraman Hiroyuki Muramoto, who was killed while covering the unrest. And for more on this development, we're joined by our reporter, Saksis Sayasombat, live from Bangkok. So Saksis, earth-shattering results. Now, how different will findings from this police investigation be compared to what the DSI has released so far?
Glenda, it is a sign that the political wind has changed in Thailand ever since the Yingluck government took over. And with it, the DSI and its chief Thadit Pengdit have now done a complete U-turn on the findings, which earlier this year, the findings of them have basically acquitted the army from any wrongdoing whatsoever. Now, you also have to keep in mind that Chalerm said that the cases have been thrown to the police because only they can do forensic collecting findings. But you also have to keep in mind that this government has sacked recently the national police chief and replaced them with one of their own. Basically, he was the former brother-in-law of Thaksin Shinawatra, who is the brother of Yingluck. Nevertheless, the red shirts, they are disappointed with the performance of this government so far. They want nothing else but justice for the fellow fallen protesters. Glenda?
Okay, so how long will this investigation take, and when can we expect the results then?
Chalerm has said that they will take about 30 days, but by law they can extend it to no more than 90 days.
All right, well, let's look at another issue related to this development then. Reactions to last week's military reshuffle, which, saw, at least 3 senior army officers involved in the May unrest being promoted. What's that all about?
This has been one anticipated point of contention between the new government and the military. But now, after the reshuffle, it looks like the army had its way, since nearly all of the promoted military officers are from the same class, from the same army preparation school from which Army Chief General Prayut Chan-o-cha comes from. This also confirms persistent rumors in the last few months that there has been a deal between Thaksin, the Thai military, and the Thai establishment, which sees the military not going after Yingluck. They will let her rule, but the government will not prosecute any military officers involved in the last year violence in exchange. So nothing earth-shattering here. Back to you, Glenda.
All right, many thanks then. And I've been speaking with Saksis Sayasombat reporting live from Bangkok there. Well, a quick